I'm gonna heft my spade up upon my weary back. I'm gonna keep lacerates tucked in my soul. 'Cause when my coals burn low and my trains run out of track, won't be no one else to dig my hole. Well, I got no companion except the wind and the sea. And when I'm cold and empty, they're the ones who'll bury me. Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land, and by I'll see them far and long. When the night come down for to take me hand in hand, this will be my tale, my vagrant song. Yeah, this will be my tale, my vagrant song.
Well, I got a fire in me, don't come from up above. Yeah, I got debts to pay, but not the ones you're thinking of. And all of that fame and fortune bought me a hell of a lot to lose. Alright, but you ain't gonna hear me crying, 'cause I got that soul sucker blues. Alright, alright, yeah. Well, I met a man downtown, smile as white as death, eyes like rolling dice, and easy bargains on his breath. He said you don't need that pain, child, but how about something you can really use? You ain't gonna want for nothing when you get that soul sucker blues. Oh, yeah. Woo. Alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright. Alright. Alright, alright, Now I got a crater in my chest. This hole ain't gonna heal, and the sting of guitar strings is about the only thing I feel. And if there was second chances, I don't know which way I would choose. sucker blues. Won't heed temptation, I just walk on by. Won't heed temptation, I just walk on by. Yeah, the devil gon' lay his snare for me, but his power I will deny. Won't heed temptation, just walk on by. Oh yeah. When they try to throw a wall, we gon' tear it down. Yeah, they try to throw a wall up, we gon' tear it down. We gonna drive the hurting heartache out with a wild and righteous sound. When they try to throw a wall up, ooh, we gonna tear it down. Yeah, when they try to throw a wall up, we gonna tear it down.
How about now? We got sounds now? Okay, there we go. We got it. Welcome to church, everybody. Sorry about everything being weird for the beginning. OBS updated, and now Stream Deck doesn't seem to work with it. So all of my shortcuts are blessed. I need to play with it a little bit. So I need to fix that. And one thing that's maybe the only complaint that I have about this game is that it only runs when it is captured in the main window, and it just totally pauses everything when you click out of it. In fact, it minimizes automatically when you click out of it, which makes operating the booth without shortcuts frustrating. But here we are. Maybe, despite what I just said, maybe my game of the year, maybe my favorite new game. I don't know. We got a lot like Monster Hunters up in there as well. But like, I've been really, really enjoying Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. It's true to light, and probably has a lot to do with the voice acting and the soundtrack, which, as you can tell, are phenomenal. My intention with this Gamera Church thing was to like kind of be a really relaxed stream, which this is, but also to like do voices and stuff. But I'm often not doing that because the like I want to hear the voice actors. They are truly masterful. It has been a lot of fun. I think we can finish tonight. We might go a little late if I feel like we're getting right up to the end. But it seems like we're getting pretty close. So let's get back into it. If you guys are new, I see nose and fuzzy numbers in the chat. But if there's anybody new to stream, what has happened is we are a guy who did a bet with a wolf man, and he has cursed us to wander the United States of America, collecting stories. And these stories evolve and change as we wander. And I think the idea is that we've been doing this for years, and these stories get spread around and change, and we'll hear the same story, but it will evolve and change, and then we tell these stories to different travelers that we meet along the way, and as they hear more from us, we hear more from them, which is a really cool premise for a game. So I'm looking at the map to try to kind of figure out where I want to go. I think we want to head up through Tennessee because we got 3 people here, so we're gonna walk up through Alabama and talk to our friends here in Tennessee and Kentucky, and maybe up through Ohio and Michigan, and at that point catch a train back to Washington. Last time we went back to Washington, we went down this way, so I think this time we'll go down the West Coast. We got some people down there to talk to. But that's our kind of game plan today. So we're going to walk through Alabama. We want to go kind of northwest. All right. You can see that little campfire in the wee distance. That's probably this guy right here. They show up a long distance. Unfortunately, we're going to be walking for a minute because I think we don't have a lot of undiscovered stories. So as close as we are to the end, this stream we might be a little slow tonight because there's not a lot to do but get there. We'll stop in Atlanta though. See if we can pick up a new story there. Georgia. How's everybody doing tonight? Please, if you have the ability, I haven't fixed it yet. I want to get it mixed into the tier 1 subscribers. But if you are a tier 2 subscriber, please use the brand new Don fan emote if you can. Chaos in the chat made it for Nathan for his birthday.
Third floor of the Wine Cough Hotel. Sometimes these things just happen. The man with the burned face to your left, he never gave his name, growls at the smiling man seated on your right. You ain't got the stomach. I killed men for lessons in that pot. Smiler plays on and takes the hand. The burned man bares his teeth. This hand comes down to the burned man and Smiler. Walk away, boy, says the burned man. Smiler drops his grin. Ain't your boy, Roy. Roy's eye twitches. Smiler outplays Roy again, and a new hand comes around. You've got an okay hand. Not a world beater, but not nothing.
I'm not afraid of death.
For a moment, you think you have it. But Smiler calls and you're outclassed. Roy's preoccupied and has to be nudged into dealing.
Sammy, I think Fuzzy's just thanking you for being the channel artist.
You finally hit a decent hand. Roy is still staring at Smiler. What'd you say your name was? I didn't, but it's Jackson. Jackson, repeats Roy. I knew a Jackson once. There's a fierce look in Roy's eye. You play your hand well, but Smiler has you beat. He takes the lion's share of the chips on the table. Roy cashes out and slips away. You play a few more rounds, but that hand practically sewed up the game. As you leave the hotel, you smell smoke. You cross the street and look up. Flames have engulfed the third floor, where you played the game. The fire spreads hungrily. People are leaning out of windows on the floors above, but you can't see any way to help.
You think Roy burned down the poker game? I'm out of money. Got no money. I'm gonna earn some money. I've done a ton of looking for it, so I'm gonna panhandle. Oh shit. Well. I would say that was a bad stop in Atlanta. But we did get a story. Does that make it a good stop in Atlanta? I think so.
This club is quiet and cool and open 24 hours. So you slip into a booth near the back where it's too dark for people to see you haven't bought a drink. Up on stage, a slight little man approaches the microphone.
Hope he's a good singer.
He utters a long, sustained series of low, loud notes. Dissonant, like a song stretched out and slowed down. Your heart races. The crowd murmurs and bristles. The walls seem to shift uncomfortably too.
Sing something happy!
Someone shouts.
Thanks for the sub, Pink. Whoever you are. See how this goes.
Half the room bails, but you grip the edge of the table and lock eyes on the singer. His next song is even slower and deeper. Your eardrums ache and your eyes water. A waiter struggles unsteadily across the room. Someone in the back shouts, "Stop it!" The singer continues, and you lose track of yourself between the notes. When he finishes his set, you startle awake and realize that your face is damp with tears. The room is empty. The singer's looking at you, smiling, arm extended, an invitation for a solo.
What do you think, chat? Are we going to sing? Or are we going to not sing? Like, obviously we're going to sing, right? Sing!
He sits in the front row. You sing. Well, something. You haven't heard it before, but you know the words. And as you sing, a radiant satisfaction grows and grows at the center of your chest. Your eyes tear up, and you hit a triumphant final note. But suddenly, the singer is gone. Your ears are ringing, and there's a waiter shouting for you to leave. Out on the sidewalk, everyone's losing their lunch. You feel strangely warm. Love. A song about love. Too bad you can't remember the words.
So, the unnerving lounge singer, is that Richard Cheese? Did we just see Richard Cheese? So we need to go west-northwest now. You guys know who Richard Cheese is. Surely you've heard. He's the greatest lounge singer of all time. Richard Cheese is the lounge singer who does lounge covers of like industrial and metal songs. Like he likes to do songs by like Disturbed, like Down with the Sickness, that sort of thing in a lounge style. It's delightful. I would sing some Richard Cheese style music for you, but there's stuff going on already, and I would do it bad, and it would clash with what's going. His version of Chop Suey is great. Richard Cheese is a joke, but also very good. Like, legitimately, check him out.
Here you are again. Sit down. Glad to have another person to talk with on a night like this. France is weighing heavy on me again. No, that's wrong. It ain't just France. America weighs heavy on me too. Things it did to us over there, and every day since the war ended, back here at home. Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard some good ones.
A spooky something. Whoa.
Oh, you could rattle a congregation's bones, I bet.
I bet we got him here already.
Authority, when you lose respect for someone who once held it. I left because I couldn't stand living with Pops anymore. He was a living example of a hypocrite, a liar dressed up as a saint. All that muscle was a front. He's the weakest man I ever knew. Hey, you have any spooky campfire tales? Feels appropriate out here, right?
What, out here in Georgia? Spooky out here in Georgia? Witch girl. We got a lot of wild cards, so. Oh, but here we go. That's a spook. That's a spookums.
That's how it is, huh? Well, maybe you ain't seen as much of this world as I have.
Shit!
War's over, but the sadness, well, for a while, I stayed in touch with the soldiers I served with. But most of them,
I mean, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
these days, they're more interested in drinking that old scrap iron now than reminiscing. So I figured best to let them be. Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary. Just walking church to church. What about you? Been on any adventures?
Thrilling story. This was thrilling, right? I gotta remember that the pig farmer's haunted by Mima is a funny story. Maybe the bear that seeks out the guilty? That's thrilling. The gun running women. Where were they? I don't see them. I want to do either the bear or the this thing. I think this one was thrilling, right? Can't remember. This is the problem with playing the game a week apart.
Huh. That was trying to be scared, right? Don't work on me, I guess.
That was spooky.
Some of my wishes, they were answered. It was painful, and I saw things truly. Wounds physical and spiritual both. But it was a dream, too. I was out from under my father. I was in the world. You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on the road. What's the most exciting thing?
I also don't remember.
Tearjerkers need a little more truth in them, I think.
Damn. Well, I think we got him anyway.
Future? Heh, people ask me all the time if I'm a prophet or some such, because my predictions are so often correct. What comes next? Blood. Always blood. Just gotta pay attention to see that. Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard. Tearjerkers need a little
That one's sad. Okay, the repatriates are sad.
Traps? I heard it from them white boys sometimes. how the trenches was a trap. They say this is the safest place for us, or we die here too. Well, some of us didn't have the luxury of playing from a bunker. Ah, night's over. Well, I've got to get walking. My journey takes me up this way. What is it the paper they gave me said? Chaplain James Coates displayed gallantry and administered to the wounded under terrific fire, exposing himself at all times to research science. Fraudulent love is what that is. Yeah, they gave us a Sunday parade when we came home. But by noon on Monday, we were niggas again.
Oof.
I got no companion except the wind and the sea.
Okay, so it's before the
And when
break in the river.
I'm cold and empty, they're the ones.
Am I gonna make it through here? Yeah, okay. Wood. Yeah, money.
Well, I'm gonna stall my name on the barebone.
I suppose most expect a Negro to end up in prison. Yeah, there's two kinds in my estimation. There's a prison with bars, where they lock you up after they decided you've done a crime. And there's also the prison without bars. That's everywhere else, if you look hard enough. But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight. Body and soul. The future. But what does a body do after they leave prison? Especially when it feels more real on the inside than the outside. You got any exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going? Now that's a story to keep a man on the edge of his seat.
I think I need one more.
Well, in the Union, they called us communists. And they called my jailers tyrants. If they tyrants, then they're all the more evil for how easy it gets to live like that. Doing only what they say, once you get used to it. You got any good happy stories where things work out for someone, maybe?
I think I got some of those. Yeah, this one's happy.
That was a good one. Wish I could have your stories around
Yes.
when I'm in a dark place, you know? Family. It must have been hard for my son without a father. I feel bad for him. Also feel bad for me. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay? I hear you. I felt some strange sadness, yes. When you get a glimpse of real freedom after being away from it for so long, you forget what it was. That can break you. But anyway, you, know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight. body and soul. Imprisonment. Life was simpler in prison. Not much different from the outside. It's stable. It's all anybody wants, isn't it? Stability. Here's the sun. I got to go. My road takes me up this way. But if we meet again, I'll be glad to talk. What does a man owe in this life, do you think? I never think I ask or want for much. Just food, shelter, fair pay for honest work. Is it selfish? I truly have to wonder. Is it selfish to feel like you owe anything at all? Even that. Tell me, brother, what was it that you wanted? What did life bring you instead?
Man, I kind of want to loop around and get these two again. But I also want to get some more stories before I do that. Yeah. I think... I'll go up here, get these two guys here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we gotta get Guitar Friend as well. It was northeast, right? Yep. Oh, where do I cross? Looks like right there. That was fun. After gossiping for a while about the weather and the crops and the state of the world, all bad and getting worse, he takes a different tack. You look like someone who likes a good story, he wheezes. Try this one on for size. After loudly and repeatedly clearing his throat, he tells you the story of the cops who went to war against strikers in Minneapolis. It sounds a lot like the story of the cops arming to take on the strike in Minneapolis, but with some parts changed and other parts added. When he grins up at you at the conclusion of the tale, give him the effusive praise he's apparently expecting. You'll have to remember that version, even if it's not quite what happened. It's a good story. So they were arming, and then the story just changed to they straight up went to war. I guess.
Giving up is its own peculiar kind of joy. Ain't nothing like it. No man so good, no smoke so deep. When the devil found me, I was on the edge of that cliff. He had seen deep inside me. He knew, and we made a deal. Tell me a story to make me laugh. I could use a chuckle. Oh boy, that's a good one. Past me. She was a beautiful one. I made myself look like a lady. I bought dresses and jewels. I had my hair done every day, my short nails buffed so they shine. I was beautiful once. You can't tell, but I was beautiful once. Ooh. Now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it. Pass pretty and sad.
One more.
The future's what the devil gave me. When he took my soul, he told me I would be the best blues singer there ever was. Ain't no man or woman greater. There still ain't. Ooh, I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it. I drink to that.
Aha! We
I
win.
do my duty to my family. Every year I thought about Marcus less and less. I carried a picture of him in my guitar case. Sight that started to look like a broken string. Picks as the years went on. I threw him away. I thought I loved him, but he was nothing to me. Tell me a story to make me laugh. I could use a chuckle.
Might not have a funny story. Maybe a murderous tomcat. Quinn's Adventures is a wild card.
Ain't that a chuckle? Travel. Well, the road ahead seems safer for me than the road behind. I didn't go back to Memphis. Seemed more important to drink my whiskey and play my songs. Send a check instead of a letter. Ooh, I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it. Oh, now that pain. Yeah, there's some sadness I owe. Sadness I should have had but never did. You see, Mama never told me Marcus was sick. The sun is up. One more night gone. I'm headed down the road this way. Maybe we'll see each other again. And I'll tell you about how it all went wrong. Thought it would last forever. You understand, I was not just a star. I was an inventor. No one played guitar like me. No one. I deserved what I had. I thought it would last forever. It should have.
I think I gotta do it. I'm gonna go back down through Althea again and then down. I want to finish these guys' stories. I was sneezed. I had a brief moment of panic there that I was like walking forward and sneezing and not looking at the screen. I was like, oh my god, a random encounter is going to happen. But like, this isn't that kind of game. We don't have random encounters here. Oh, she's
There's
a spook.
a song called Good Rockin' Tonight, written by Roy Brown. When I heard it, I thought, that ain't nothing special.
Man, she really is just like taken by the devil.
Sounds like a gospel, but it's about making love. Ain't the sort of thing they play on the radio. And I heard it again. Wynonie Harris sang it. Then it was something else. Then I knew exactly the deal Wynonie made. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it. That's a bit cheerful for me.
Oh, that's a happy story.
My family. We was all cursed, right from the beginning. I think my father left us because he could see weren't nothing there but tragedy.
Wait, how many times did I just sneeze? Was it 3? No. That's a bad number to sneeze.
Tell me a story to make me laugh. I could use a chuckle.
I'm pregnant. I had about a week ago in class, I had a student that I sneezed twice, and he was like, "Oh, you're not pregnant." And I was like, "Excuse me, sir." He's like, "Well, if you sneeze 3 times in a row, you're pregnant." Sammy, ban Ian. This is a church. This is a sacred place. How dare you, sir? A funny story. Oh, did you actually do it? I did say funny story. Yeah, probably not.
Ain't that a chuckle? Choice. Don't ask me if I'd make the same choice again. I don't know what I'd tell you. I'm afraid of what I'd say. Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it. That's like a song, pretty and sad. Sadness. Well, you ever wake up already silently screaming in your head? Have you ever begged for 10 cents? You ever bite your nails to the quick? You ever look at a flower and hate it? Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it. I drink to that. Travel. I've seen all of this country, and now I'm done. My bones, my skin, it's done. I feel heavy in my body now. I just want to rest. Ooh, you got any stories with a bit of excitement to them? Ain't that exciting?
Yes! Oh, I thought we lost it. You got her done.
Authority. Well, when the world don't want you, you can't tell people to fuck off no more. is back to yes, sir, and no, sir. I don't play like that.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure.
So here I am. So I lay me here, guitar in one hand, bottle in the other. I wanted to be the best blues singer in the world, but the world left me. The devil don't give even deals. He knows you better than you know yourself. The devil gave me everything, but he took everything too. There's no running left in me. Don't weep for me. I will die here. Those young bucks, they don't even know why they strum like that now. Listen here, it was me. It was me who made this world. That's all I have now, and I need you to know this. I made the world that ruined me. So we done here. I done laid myself bare for you. That's all there is to me now. My drink, my smoke, my guitar, my gutted body. You got something to say to me, or am I gonna have to play it out of you?
This is lending itself to the idea that we've all been cursed by the same devil. Can I fast travel to Michigan? Fast travel to Washington. Okay. I'm gonna come down. I wanna try to finish these two. Southwest. Yeah, I don't remember if the Thunderbird was exciting. That's the problem, is I haven't told the Thunderbird story in like several weeks. Yeah, bones sink is the thing. Bone don't float. It's a sinky bone man. It's a sinky skinny bone man that don't swim. I've already explored Memphis. I am going to try to earn some money. You're sitting across the street from a busy restaurant with a little sign on a plank of wood. Help me buy food! Most of the passerby give you nasty looks. There's a lady in the front window of the restaurant who can't stop staring either. Just as you're about to give up, however, you see some motion inside the restaurant. The lady's paid her check, and now she's bustling to the door. To your surprise, she makes a beeline across the street, right for you. She's bustling. You can't tell if she's excited to help you or pissed that you're here, but she slaps a pile of coins into your hat, starts machine gunning you with questions. What's your name? Who's your mother? Why are you dressed like this? Why are you here? Why are you bones? She glares at you like a hawk glares at a rat caught in its talons. You look exactly like someone I know, she growls, maintaining eye contact for much too long. Exactly. With that, she turns on her heel and stomps away. Strange. Generous, at least, but very strange. Weird that she's seen another bone man. And the sea.
When they let me out, I needed work. Weren't too particular to staying in Alabama after I seen the way those men's eyes went looking at me. My son was headed up to Chicago, and I wrote him a letter. He made it sound like a paradise. Money falling out of your ears up north. Money spilling out of your pockets. White men who actually met your gaze and said hello, he told me. And at that, I laughed. As I made my way to Chicago, I felt a bit like Moses, if I'm honest. I felt as if the country was splitting to make a path for me. Path to a new life.
That's him. That's his spirit.
But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight. Trying to scare me.
Oh no, that was spooky.
Sadness. Well, it only
It was in the sadness
Stop it
box.
for a while. Best to keep walking till you don't feel anything at all. You know any good scary stories? Or see something spooky on your way?
I got some spookums.
Damn, that's a good one. Authority. Yeah. The whites up north would greet you by name. Until they thought you were getting too familiar. Then they let you know just where you belong. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Be not afraid, HONK! He said sad story, tragic story.
Body and soul. I've been traveling a while now. They don't tell you what happens to your feet after walking. They don't tell you how they start to look, feel, smell. Like lumps of meat and leather, all tangled up. But tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen out there so far?
A thrilling story.
Now that's a story to keep a man on the edge of his seat.
Oh, I think I need one
My
more.
place. My father was born here, and I was born here. But everywhere I go, I hear the same thing. Move along. Negro is a human animal denied a country, a home. We have to make it for ourselves. Or maybe just stand up and take what we've been owed. But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those.
Do I get a last chance?
Come on, you can't shock me.
That was a shocking story.
We all choose who to be. As alive for your dignity and your hunger need. And whether or not you cross it, that's what makes you the kind of man you are. And that's how I got here. Still walking, still looking. Maybe somewhere out there is a promised land. But I ain't seen it. Have you? It's nice to sit and talk a while on occasion. But the way you're looking, it tells me you got somewhere to be. Why don't you go on then? And if you end up in that promised land, then send for me after.
Oh, I got him. I thought he had one more step. Southeast. Ah, schmickety schmale. What did we finish? 3 stories already? This is wrapping up pretty quick.
Stones o'er the waters of this land, and by I'll see them far along. When I come down for to take me hand in hand, this will be my tale of vagrant song. Be my tale of vagrant
Song.
Let me level with you, friend. Ain't sure there's a me no more. Baptist when I need to be Baptist. Methodist when I need to be Methodist. Even been Catholic once or twice. I'm so interested in what y'all need, I can't quite put a finger on what it is I believe these days. See, I ain't a preacher, I'm a grifter. Only thing is, can't quite tell if I'm proud or ashamed of that fact. Anyway, tell me a tragic story, something with true grief. That one hurts me right here. Give me a bit to collect myself. Family, Pop's pretended to be a strong man, but in the end, he was just a coward and a cheat. Like father, like son, I suppose. You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on the road. What's the most exciting thing you've seen?
Exciting. Might have to wild card here. I'm going to try to find a wild card that I feel is going to work better. I only got a couple. Okay.
You've got a pretty wild life. You know that? Joy? When I was young, my faith was joyous. It brought the world into order. Gave sense to even the worst injustices suffered. These days, it's the injustices that give shape to my belief. My faith used to be a rock. Now, it's the sea. Hey, you have any spooky campfire tales? Feels appropriate out here, right?
Spookums.
Oh, you got me for a second with that one. Traps? I saw it in Pops. I saw it in the General of Europe. I see it daily in businessmen and politicians and artists too. The setup is the biggest trap there is. Don't fall in. Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard some good ones.
Another spookums. Maybe the bear, I don't remember. I think that's spooky. Let's look a little bit more. Is this spooky? I'll try that one. I haven't used it.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous.
He did not believe us.
There are two sorts of freedom. There's freedom to do things you want, dance and sing and love and move, and every other blessed thing. And then there's freedom from fear, from unkindness, from violence undue. Even those of us with the first freedom, we don't always have the second. Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary, just walking church to church. What about you? Been on any adventures?
This is probably an adventure, right? Rose's story. I mean, it's a wild card, but
I swear I ain't heard a story good as that in a long minute. Tomorrow will be worse than today, and tomorrow after tomorrow too. But you string a whole mess of tomorrows together, child, and you walk forward into them, then maybe we might have a chance. Here's the sunrise. I've got another sermon to give, and the church is a long way off. I suppose I'm taking this show on the road again. And by God, it gives me the hope I live on, and it makes me sick both at once. Don't know how to feel about it, how to think about it, but I keep going, don't I? Next, I'm headed this way. Keep yourself safe on
almost
the road,
got it.
friend. Maybe we'll meet again.
if I go up that way, finish him off, then I teleport to Washington. That's it, right? Northwest. Yup. Sucker Blues.
Came to see me again? Well, I appreciate it. It's rough inside my head these days. I ain't sure who I am anymore. I'm a grifter, ain't I? But everything I did in Paris, here at home, all of it, I did it out of love. I did it all for real. So you tell me, who am I? Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary. Just walking church to church. What about you? Been on any adventures? I swear I ain't heard a story good as that in a long minute.
Yeah, we were just one away.
Love? I swear to you, friend, however much I hate me, that is how much I love you and every other damn soul in this country. Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard some good ones.
Just look for some clues here. Is this scary?
Different folks have different senses of humor, I suppose.
That's a funny story? Okay.
People will tell you that the difference between a house and a home is a human touch, or familiarity, or love. But all that's wrong as sin. The real difference is that you can leave a house whenever you want, but the responsibility inherent in a home just won't let you go. I've given myself a very big home. Hey, you have any spooky campfire tales? Feels appropriate.
I want to see this is spooky, but it's in joy, so I'm going to test it out. He's good. He's fully ready, so I'm just going to test some of these out, see how he responds.
Different folks have different senses of humor, I suppose.
Also funny.
Joy? When I was young, my faith was joyous. They brought the world into order, gave sense to even the worst injustices suffered. But these days, it's the injustices that give shape to my belief. My faith used to be a rock. Now, it's the sea. Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard some good. Different folks have different senses of humor. I made my choice well over a decade ago. I put on the black and told a naive man that I knew the Lord intimately. Now you tell me, I've been living life as a preacher ever since. Those old words still alive? Hey, you have any spooky campfire tales? Feels appropriate out here, right?
I'm certain this one isn't funny.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
There are two sorts of freedom. There's freedom to do the things you want, dance and sing and love and move, and every other blessed thing. And then there's freedom from fear, from unkindness, from violence undue. Even those of us with the first freedom, we don't always have the second. Before you go, I just need you to know, at the end of the day, I am a hopeful man. It might not be the next stop on the journey or the one after that. We are on the journey to a better America. Only thing is, I don't think I have the strength to walk much further. So walk for me, all right? Walk far.
Yeah. Oh no. Thought it said Washington, but it said Washington, D.C. Okay. Where do I want to go? So Michigan, Iowa. Arizona. Everything else is central. Okay. I'll grab here and then go west. Yeah, let's hit Washington. Nope, let's not.
I know we seen each other more than once now, but we ain't real friends yet. I can't take chances. Keep your hands out your pockets and keep to your side of the fire. See anyone follow you over this way? Hear anyone? If you didn't, it don't mean they weren't there. So sure, we can talk. But you keep an ear out. And I'll keep an eye on you. Anyway, I need something to laugh about. You got any funny ones?
Apparently, this is funny.
Oh boy. You watch out now, I'll start chuckling.
So that seemed like it was just a lady that was lost and didn't know the language.
Home? I always wanted a little place where I could watch the sky change color, watch the cook fire smoke, dance up among the pines. Got any funny stories? Must have a couple.
You know, this one's also funny. Okay.
Got some wit, stranger. Joy, huh? You ever hear music in a cold town? Night falls on a Sunday, you hear church singing. Listen for a while, and cry. Sure enough, it's a cry. Colored folks, harmonicas coming up from one end of it, joining in. Sound of strings from Italy. Type of song has no country. It's the sound of the workers' choir. I need a laugh. Know any good jokes? You are a pretty funny one, you know that?
Yeah.
Trust. Can I trust you? If I asked you how many widows were made when the number 9 fell in, would you know? What year it was when they walked Samuels and his boys down to Big Sandy and done them like criminals? You heard the word of Mother Jones? If you can't answer these, I can't say much. Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones? That's supposed to be scary? Well, huh. All right.
That's a spook.
Death. Yeah. A little tin of morphine some of us carry down so as to die peaceful just in case. Some thought it better to die sooner than to go with death's hand pulling the breath out of your body slow as he goes. I think God would have forgiven it. He would have had to. What do you think? I need a laugh. Know any good joke?
Isn't this cannibal one weirdly funny?
Are you trying to scare me? Every
Oh,
man
it's
in the last
spooky.
meeting I
Okay.
read can tell you a story scarier than that right off the top of his head. Heaven, honest pay for an honest day. Even now, I don't dare open my lips all the way around the words. Morning. I gotta get going. Headed up that way. Won't be specific. For my safety and yours. You wanna find me? Then do it. Talk again about these things. Hole ain't got no country. No worker neither. Worker ain't Virginian, Christian, white, colored, Irish, Polish, nothing.
I'm starting to wonder that, 'cause some of them are weird.
A worker is a worker. We all gotta work. If you're one of them, if you think I sound red, you best come out and say so. Get over it.
'Cause when my goals burn low and my trains run out of track, I won't be no one.
This farmer's loitering beside a couple crates of berries, idly watching the clouds go by. Waiting for the pickup, he says, trying to make small talk. Hey, you want to hear a wild story? He starts telling you about the black cat who consumes the souls of the dead. It takes a couple minutes, but suddenly you recognize it as a story about the murderous tomcat. Whoever told it to the farmer changed, well, a lot, but still pretty good. Oh, I can't remember, he says. I think I've known it for years, since I was a boy for sure. That can't be right. That story happened to me. Bullshit! His laughter rings down the dusty road. You're a good joker, I'll give you that. Cat consumes the souls of the dead. The souls of the dead. So, do I follow him down, or do I... I think I go down and then back up, right? Does that look right? Yeah.
My tale,
My favorite song. I love this little guitar instrumental. I think it's one of my favorites. Yeah, it would, Sammy, it wouldn't surprise me if each story has a slightly different effect, because each person reacts to it differently, and like you got to kind of get to know what their preferences are over time. And I think we'd be a lot better at that if we were playing this like every day and not every week. I just like forget, you know.
I don't know you from anyone. But maybe in the end that don't matter so much, so long as we're after the same things. The firelight, the morsel, a minute or two of company.
This guy seems real nervous.
Well, I ain't got much. And I sure ain't got more than that. I'll share what I have. You'll do the same for a stranger one day by and by. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs. You'd be popular at mealtime where I'm from. You'd keep a whole crew glued, I bet. Authority means being afraid, even though you know you're not the one in the wrong. And you can't show your fear, because you got all the others counting on you, looking to you about what to do. I had no time to get frightened, not even when they were dragging Union men and strangers alike out to the hills to get shot on suspicion of being Reds. You just had to tell the workers again and again how it was going to go right for them in the end. You know, sometimes I wasn't so sure myself. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs. Brings me back. There was a time when me and Big Ben could just enjoy exciting stories like this one. Innocent.
So this guy's name is Little Ben, right?
This country? Pretty here.
Who's Big Ben?
How many human bodies you think it's built on? I'm just being figurative. Mostly. Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones? You are a pretty funny one, you know that? Choice? I didn't have one. I had no family left. Nothing. It was really
Whoops.
mine. I suppose I could have just took off when the company men came down and shot at us. I got nothing to tell you, except the thought never did cross my mind. I must be stupid as they said we were for organizing. Stupid. I reckon just like one of the horses. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
God, he wants all my excitement.
Are you trying to scare me? Every man in the last meeting
I don't know,
read to tell you
spooky.
a story scarier than that right off the top of his head. My wishes come true. Sure, I got something in mind. Usually the one of us is the business of all of us. Imagine a government like that, a whole world like that, enough to go round. So long as you work. Nobody left wanting, nobody eaten up by the gears of industry, nobody's money setting them up above you. What if heaven's just this country, but better? I need a laugh. Know any good jokes?
I don't.
Well, this seems like wishful thinking to me. Joy is when you speak up for your brother, and then he speaks up for you. You gotta stand on a firing line, know you won't be standing alone. I'm heading out, up this way. Still can't say exactly where I'll be tomorrow. You ever get a loose thread, and when you pull it, the whole works come apart? Every one of us gets mastered by something. Try to get out from under it. What if you never get to know if you done right? You ever, you know?
Well, geez, I'm just gonna get all a big Little Ben done here all at once, and then we'll go west to Ohio. 'Cause he's right there. at least give it a shot. He's gonna take more exciting stories though. It's all he wants. Just throw all my wild cards at him. But I'm interested to see what his shiny variant looks like. Sorry, that wasn't funny.
You're free to sit down by me here as anywhere. Wouldn't that be something if that were true? Fact is, I ain't safe for you. You get found with me tonight, they'll think you're a Union too, no matter what you tell them. Even when it seems we're all alone, you've done nothing to deserve it, you ain't free. I do appreciate the company. If we make it through the night, be sure to say you ain't never met me. For us both. Got any funny stories? Must have a couple.
Burn a wild card.
You got some wit, stranger. Joy, one thing they never tell you in the Union is that it's hard to put your hand out to another. Frightfully, you don't know the road that runs from their fingers to their heart. When they take your hand back and hold it, you know you've seen something in each other. That's what being alive is all about to me. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs. You'd be popular at mealtime where I'm from. Keep a whole crew glued, I bet. Travel? Where are you from, stranger? You don't mind, you got the face of someone who's running to, not from. I must seem strange to you. All this talk about work while all I do is run. Where will you go? What will you earn? See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just see dogs. Come on, don't try to cheer me up with that lying nonsense. Trust. Well, maybe you are one of their spies. And you got me. I did all my thinking on this. I decided I'd rather die smiling, both my hands open, relying on the person beside me, than almost any other way that's available to a person where I'm from. I'm on down in the pitch blackness, choking on the devil's breath. All because a man I trusted was behind me. Why not choose to believe in the person you're with? I'm choosing you, in that sense, tonight. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
It's all, like every story he's ever asked for is exciting.
brings me back. There was a time when me and Big Ben could just enjoy exciting stories like this one. Innocent. Home. Imagine anyone can cross your threshold and no Baldwin dogs come sniff about it. Imagine a little bit of land to do whatever you like. Look around us right now. Tonight, skyline coming together with tree line, black, blue, spent breath, sweet as you please. Just seems like there's so much of it. Like it goes on near forever. Seems fair for each of us to get a square, don't it? Till you dare hope. I need a laugh. Know any good joke?
Isn't gonna do it.
You are a pretty funny one, you know that?
Nope.
Love? Well, there's more important things. There's bigger wounds. There's bigger fault lines lying under this country than anything could ever go shuddering through your heart. Yes, me. Lots of songs and stories about lovers that come and go. The partners, men, women, workers. You can build almost anything on top of that. I got to go, friend. The road this way. Wish I had a line of people like you waiting to sit with me and share a fire. But I don't. And I understand. They know how they get shot. Some of them will see it safer to die standing for something than the way they'll end up dead anyway. And that's something you understand too, right? Maybe we'll share a fire again, friend. I hope we do.
Okay. We'll give him one more shot. Because he's on the way. This is west, right? Yeah. Let's hit him with all of my wild cards.
Come back again. Well, that's something. You and I both know it ain't safe to sit in my fire.
No, I had progress.
You got some bravery in you, man. All this just to share a dinner and a talk? But I understand. It's better sitting with someone you can trust, putting your life in someone else's hand, trusting, than it is dying alone. What's the point of life? You ain't living it in fellowship with someone else. Got any funny stories? Must have a couple. Oh boy. You watch out now, I'll start chuckling.
Oh, okay. We did it.
The future keeps me going. Last night, I slept lying in the mud like a hunted animal. Let a sound come and wake me. I thought, it's Baldwin dogs. If it had been, I wouldn't have got me up again. And here I am, howl rich through the dark. Sounded like someone crying, no, no, no. I woke up with a chill. But it's still the best dream I've had since I left home. I reckon it's a premonition. Someone asked the people, are you gonna go on and keep taking it? And all together, the living and the dead were rising up to say no, no, no. You see anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly. Stranger, miners tell me sadder stuff than that every day of the week. Family? Well, sitting alone at night thinking, I just like to know that my mother, that she would have been proud of me. That all I ever did was for mothers like her. Boys like us. I worked for her. And I went union for her. And well, excuse me. I need a laugh. Know any good joke?
This is our last time talking to him. We can spur him stuff.
That's all made up.
Oh.
Travel? Where are you from, stranger? You don't mind, you got the face of someone who's running too, not from. It must seem strange to you. All this talk about work while all I do is run. Where will you go? What will you earn? Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones?
I don't have any funny ones. I mean, I think this one's funny. Oh, because it used to be rich men.
That stuff ain't true. Death. Once you light the fuse, there's gonna be fire in the hole. Some kids learn that before they learn their letters. Whether I live or die, what we started can't be stopped anymore. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs. Brings me back. There was a time when me and Big Ben could just enjoy exciting stories like this one. Innocent. Trust. Well, maybe you are one of their spies. And you got me. I did all my thinking on this. I decided I'd rather die smiling, both my hands open, relying on the person beside me, than almost any other way this is available to a person where I'm from. On down in the pitch blackness, choking on the devil's breath, all because a man I trusted was behind me. Why not choose to believe in the person you're with? I'm choosing you, in that sense, tonight. Hey, what's freedom mean to you? You can sit here with me tonight, break my bread, stoke the fire, count the stars, and maybe I'll keep the first watch. It's a sign of friendship. You keep the next. We make it on like that till the sunrise and we're close enough to free. Ain't we?
Yeah, now I'm just going on the west. Damn it. Gotta go back across the river. Ooh, a new story. Grab that on the way. Ooh. Tiny Motormouth is eagerly sharing the details of a strange tale with her brother as they loiter outside this store. The boy listens raptly, eyes growing larger, mouth hanging open like a fish. She's telling him about the man who hunted his dead enemy, whose soul lived on in a horse. You try to hide your surprise. It's the story of the man who sought to eradicate every trace of his enemy, even his horse. The version the girl must have heard is embellished, to say the least, but hey, it's a good story. Cleveland Atlantis. Oh.
Still walking too? Then you and I must have a little more in common than I thought. Do you also get a kind of peace from the road? I do. It's a long walk, but it's soothing in a way. The terrors still find me, but out here, where I've got a reason to move, I don't feel so helpless. Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind. I like that one. There's some hope left for you too, you know. Don't give it away too quick.
Now, one of them let us finish with us almost fully opened eye, so I wonder
The future's already here, friend.
if this counts.
Nothing
I'm going
to
to try
do
to
about it, nothing to
finish it,
stop.
obviously, but
As much as I would, as much as I want to, I can't turn it back. So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones. Yeah, Paul would have liked that one.
hell yes. We're finishing like a third of the
Story
stories
is a clean
tonight.
garden, a clean life, with my favorite plants all growing together proudly. I'm not sure that I'm capable of enjoying people anymore, but the plants are good company. You know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
Another joke.
That can't be true. That sounds like a Navy tale. This journey. I can't say I regret what I did. Picking my lame ass up and going to Yale in D.C. I didn't get paid, but I got their attention, if even for a little bit. I got to mock some tanks, just like I used to across the pond. Traveling back to Oregon? Well, it's a little worrisome, but it ain't so bad. So long as I can walk and keep myself at ease, well, I feel a little free. Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones? For a moment there, just a moment, I felt better about it all too. Family? It all comes back to Paul. If I wouldn't have lost him, I wouldn't have lost my home, my job, my life. My family thinks I could have saved him. They weren't there. But if they were right, tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind. I like that one. There's some hope left for you too, you know. Don't give it away too quickly. Trust? I never really considered trust an issue until I got back and my leg was rotting. I didn't trust the doctors, I didn't trust my sister Jessie. Once the leg had to go, she actually helped me take care of it. I could actually trust her, but my mistrust caused my problems. Should I have had faith all along? Before the war, I had Paul. I wasn't awful alone. After the war, it wasn't only my family turning away from me. It was our government turning from what they couldn't bear to see. But remember, no matter what happens to you, you will always have the solidarity of the road and the earth. They will never deny you their company.
Yeah, we're getting through it. Michigan. On the bare bones of the earth, I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground. And ferry man comes evidently up my way. I gotta stop in Detroit, see what's going on, see if we can't gather a new story. We can't gather a new story. All right. There's a new story over there, though.
It's a funny thing, someone looking right through you. But don't lie to me, friend. I know you want to know the truth, what it really means to be a porter. Well, I can tell you it's more than making white folks happy. That's just how it's supposed to. But you go on so long being how you're supposed to, you're not quite sure how to go back to what you are.
Excuse me.
Though I suppose I can give it a try. Anyway, I'm in the mood for a good happy story. You got it?
Yes.
A positive attitude. That's what I like to hear.
That's just his eye.
The past. We porters have to leave the way we used to think behind. Before, we were all just worrying about how to make it through the next day, the next 10,000 miles. But together, we gotta put what's behind us, and keep it there. Now that we've got the brotherhood, we porters have a bigger future to think about. You know any good tragic tales? I feel in the mood for one of those right now. Didn't expect to, but I'm actually tearing up over here. I guess the future's in our hands. Nobody had ever seen organized black folks before the Brotherhood came along. It's on us to make sure that's how it keeps on going. See, I spend a lot of time thinking, will we be the first black union or the only? Have any optimistic tales? I'd like to hear one of those. Just like I told you, friend, miles of smiles. Family. Porters spend so much time not seeing our own families. We gotta make a new one on the way. There's a reason why we're the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters. It's because we are brothers. You got any stories with a bit of excitement to them?
Sure do. Dying.
Woo, that's a wild one, all right. Home for a porter is the next train station. It's a warm Baker heater stove in the middle of cramped living quarters. Tell me something that'll make me laugh. I could use a chuckle. That's a good one. Very good. When they want to liven spirits up to bring each other joy, all railroad folk tell the story of the still driving man John Henry. But only us porters talk about Big Old Daddy Joe, the best porter who ever lived. I've always been more partial to that scene. Another night over, I've got to get going. My journey takes me down the rails this way, but it was good talking to you. And how'd you like that, Sharon? Our dark silhouette's a little easier to make out. Sooner or later, the whole world's got to know what we really are. And what's it really like? That's the only way we're really gonna matter to anyone besides ourselves. And now that you know the bad, this'll the good sound that much better. Sharing goes both ways, though. Is your truth a little more complicated, too?
Ride with us a little while, stranger.
It's a kind offer. Miles of dusty road through the rolling prairies have recast this landscape as an exhausting soup of wind and misery. There are 4 of them on the wagon, a perfect nuclear family. Mother, father, son, daughter, and a small fuzzy terrier trailing behind. But the pace of their movement is glacial. The draft horse ambles forward, one agonizingly slow step at a time.
Ain't no point rushing to get where we're going.
The wooden cart shivers with every pebble on the road that its wheels must laboriously traverse. The girl in the back pipes up.
The going's the point, see?
Time stretches wearily. The father sometimes makes half-inch adjustments to the horse's trajectory, keeping him from ambling off the road. There's some intimation that they are heading for Oregon, but at no point does it mention when they might arrive.
This will be my tale.
I think we're going to grab this story and that one more campfire, whatever it is up there. It might be the porter again. No, it's not. Okay. Yes, it is. Well, I'll finish him
You've
up.
seen migrant camps before, and they tend to look like the town dump. This one, though, on a good day, this could pass for a town. Starched white tents stand tall and many, and a stroll through the grounds finds you neither trash nor trouble. You hear some chatter from a large tent on your left. On your right, a tent in the shadow of the trees emanates a soft buzz.
Oh no. I think we go for chatter, or we're looking for stories. We're on left to hear the chatter.
A bespectacled man reads from a black binder to an audience of about 24 migrants. At this time, he says, Mr. Martin vacated the chair in favor of new chairman, Mr. London. Mr. Lake was elected vice chairman. Mr. Lake was elected chairman of the finance committee. Mr. Horner and Miss Clive were the other members on the finance committee. Mr. Lake gave an instructive talk on the duties of that committee. Mrs. James displayed a lamp left by a camper which she suggested should be resold. Mrs. Schwartz made a motion that this be tabled until the next meeting.
What are we listening to?
Total collection for the month, $143.70. Balance at the first of the month,
$84.89. Deposits, $173. Bank statement balance, $248.07.
The speaker pauses to turn the page, and in that moment, he finally notices you, standing at the entrance.
What did you hear?
He says coldly. Every head in the place turns to face you at once, and you beat a retreat.
What was that? Chad, what was that? Chat, that was susser than Among Us. I don't know what's going on there. Amogus.
This dapper little peddler shifts restlessly from foot to foot beside his cart, wringing his hands and glancing around as if he's in some kind of mild agony.
Hey,
He calls, holding up a quarter.
I gotta piss. Will you watch my stuff for a minute?
He flips you a quarter and hurries off down the road. 5 minutes later, he still hasn't returned, but a whole crowd is marching toward you from the other direction. They start shoving and screaming at you. The man grabs you by the arm. You working with him? He shows you 6 tiny, bloody teeth in the palm of his hand. My daughter's dying! You show them the quarter and point them off down the road. And thank goodness they believe you. Most rush off after the peddler, but 5 or 6 stay behind to kick the cart over and stomp everything to pieces.
Seems like this man's a wiener. If there's one thing we hate here at Cobrastryke Lightningbolt, it's wieners.
Some people like to think of porters as some special kind of black folks. I suppose that's true. I know I don't always correct it, but we ain't special. Not really. No matter where I go in this country, I'm a black man before anything else. That was true before I put on this uniform, and it's going to be true long after I'm buried. Have any optimistic tales? I'd like to hear one of those.
Hope. Hope.
Just like I told you, friend, miles of smiles. About family, black folks have always had a knack for finding kin no matter the place. Wouldn't you if your family was ripped up without a kid?
Thank you, Sammy.
Us porters all being brothers is just the newest incarnation when you get down to it. Anyway, you must have some funny stories to tell. Share one.
Jokes. I think that Trickster Spirit counted as one. But Meemaw was definitely funny.
I'll keep this story in my pocket for sure. It'll make some passenger laugh. Trust. There's nothing like being a working traveling man to let you know that money is the only thing you can trust in America. Every person, every town, every train. It's the same story. Anyway, I'm in the mood for a good, happy story. You got me? Positive attitude. That's what I like to hear. I had a moment of joy the other day when I met a porter by the name of Oscar Michelle. Brother showed me some of those moving pictures they got in. He's been working on some of his own too. Glad to know they ain't just for white folks. Hey, do you know any spooky stories I can share with the boys tonight?
Spookums.
Damn, that's a good one. If you got any more like that, you should write them down. Yeah, I can share some sadness with you. It sounds odd, but I get a little blue whenever I hear that a porter is the best thing a black man can dream to be. This can't be all there is. Have any optimistic tales? I'd like to hear one of those.
Hope.
Just like I told you, friend, miles and smiles.
Yes! Clean sweep, clean sweep.
Look, I was worried about Lucy. I was afraid having to pretend to be kind all the time would stop me from feeling the real deal. But I guess I'm just a bad actor. Because none of what I perform for those passengers compares to the love I have for my brothers and my people. Seeing yourself as just one part of a whole people can make you feel real small. I believe some black folks become porters to try to get above all that. But they just end up feeling small in a different type of way. I think of all I am in all the masks I wear. Franklin, black man, Pullman porter, railroad man, union man, and how none tell the whole story. So why try? It's freeing to know you mean more than what other folks think. So what about you, friend? Who are you, completely?
All right, guys. That's going to do it for tonight. More and more stories just keep on piling on. Although I do feel like we're nearing the end here. We've got most people done. I want to say chapter 2, chapter 2, chapter 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 complete. So seven left to do, but we got 1 on chapter 3, 2 on chapter 3, 3 on chapter 3, 4 on chapter 3, and 3 on chapter 2. So I think as fast as we've been going, we're getting there. I'm really enjoying it. We will see you next week. Tomorrow check in for Nathan's mono shiny bastard Nuzlocke run of Pokemon Sword. And then Friday we'll be back with Monster Hunter. We'll be prepping for the new update coming. And that's what we got. Thanks for stopping by. We will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.